Good morning, good morning. This is Miss JJ, Jacqueline Richardson. Or Miss JJ Diamond, sorry, Jacqueline Richardson. Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. First, we want to thank God for being alive once again. We got to do that every single day. Sunday through Saturday. It don't stop. Let's check out the weather here in Charlotte today. Alexa, what's the weather today here in Charlotte?
Currently, in Charlotte, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. By the way, I have a routine you might like. I can set you up for your workout with a weather update, warm-up reminder, and music. Do you want to try it?
A little later, Alexa, a little later. She's trying to get me to work out like now. She don't realize I'm on a podcast. Anyway, today I want to talk about the Bronx. This is going to be the last time I speak about the Bronx. As y'all know, I have chosen Harlem is the city that I rep, the city that I come from, the area in New York that I come from, because the Bronx has not supported me the way they should have. However, that tells me that it's time to go and leave the Bronx behind. This is what it is, y'all. When we in the music industry, for those that don't know, we have to make a choice on where we come from. You know what I mean? We can't say we from two different cities. You know what I mean? Or two different areas. They want us to have a designated area that we are from. You know, the same with Diddy. You know, Diddy was from the Bronx, but he chose Harlem, because he was also from Harlem as well, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I have my reasons for doing it, and I'm going to tell y'all why, and I'm going to tell y'all some other things, in this podcast. I was born in Harlem. I was born in St. Luke's Hospital, for those that don't know. And I was brought to the home, whether people know it or not, 371 East 153rd Street between Cortland and Melrose. I was brought to that home when my mother gave birth to me. The same apartment that y'all known me to live in on the bottom floor, because it was a two-story home. I was brought into that house, in that home, right after my mother gave birth to me. So this is why I was claiming the Bronx, because when my address on the St. Luke's paperwork was 371, okay? However, the Bronx did not support me the way they should have. Even though I was about to make history, they still ignored the fact of, me being who I was and being the strong black woman of the South Bronx, and has created so much for my life and not even mine for others, so I have to let them go. That's just what it is. I had to make a choice. This is not a game. Music is not a game. You know what I'm saying? We have documentation that we have to fill out. They have different statues of, even if you're in the music industry, if you don't have a certain amount of records, you're not acknowledged as a music artist. Okay, so that also plays a part. So it's a lot to this thing. Don't think that just because you jumped around in a studio and made a song makes you a music artist. It takes a lot to become a music artist, a real music artist. However, but I do want to talk about some things I look back on, in the Bronx, when I attended 151. And I thought I should speak on it because, sometimes you get signs. God give you signs, and he said, you need to tell them, you know what I mean? And it was these 3 college students, and they study in medicine, in biology. And for those that don't know, that was one of my goals. That was one of my dreams, to become, I wanted to be a pathologist. However, as time went on, I noticed that science really didn't get acknowledged the way it should have. More athletes became acknowledged. So this is when I decided to change my theory of what I wanted to be. I wanted to go into sports, because sports, they made more money, and I wanted to stand for my family and for the Bronx, because that's where I was from. However, I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I want to talk about this because, when I was chosen to go to the Bronx High School of Science, okay, but let me go back. I had did a science fair, 8th grade, and I won 3rd place. Okay, then we took it to the state as well, and well, I don't know if it was the state or if it was. I think it was the state, and our people that were chosen from my school, it was 3 of us. Okay, it was one African, one Indian, and myself. Okay, now a lot of people was mad because I actually cut open a frog and dissected. Thanks to 151, they was able to get access to that stuff for me. Because not all schools do that for you. And we'll have how can I put it? Have the plug to do that type of stuff. So first I want to shout them out. Lou Gehrig Intermediate School, which is called IS 151. So I'm thankful for them. I was able to live my dream with that and still be a part of the science team and win. So that led me from doing that and my scores and my classroom scores, because I was always a good student and did my work and did what I was supposed to do, led me to being chosen to go to the Bronx High School of Science, which was a big thing back then, because it's like they say, science, you're going to be something big. You're going to be something big. But then when I realized, because my family was sports, granted, my family did help me with the science, but they wasn't big on science, but that was my passion. Science was my passion. So when I saw these 3 guys, they're in college and they saying, y'all might see the posts on Facebook or Instagram or even my TikTok. Terrence, he just remind me of myself, even though he's a boy, he remind me of himself. And I said, I'm going to do this TikTok because I just love these guys and they have the dream that I had, So I've always continued to study about science, even though I didn't go that route. However, it just hit home when I saw these guys, and I just thought I should talk about the Bronx and talk about what they gave me for me to become, the scientist that I wanted to become. However, like I said, I chose sports because sports, they always make the money, the real money, So I was like, okay, I have a choice. Do I want to do sports or do I want to do science? Do I wish I continued in science? Yes, because it was my dream. Okay, that was my dream. But I had to look at my life and think about, because at the time, even though I was living with my family, I was in foster care. Okay, it's called kinship foster care. Okay, and my family was going through so many issues. I wanted to make a name for myself and my family then. You know what I mean? Even though I was in foster care and people looked down on that, or, you had some people that looked down on it. You had some people that actually tried to help you more because you were a foster child. So this is why I thought I needed to speak on this. So I had a lot of people in the Bronx that really loved me because, the fact of me being a foster child, they took on the extra love for me because I was succeeding even as a foster child. So, yeah, I feel like I had to give that to the Bronx. And this is why I tried to stick with y'all, but y'all wouldn't stick with me. So I can't, continue to ride with people that's not riding with me. You understand what I'm saying? Even though y'all did give me the love back then, y'all wasn't giving me the love that I needed now. Okay? To succeed in what I needed. Harlem did that for me. And see, Harlem has always done that for me because my family is really from Harlem. Okay? So, when I come across that bridge, people didn't understand why you always go to Harlem. This is where my people are. Y'all can't stop me from, and a lot of people, let me tell you something. I had a boyfriend, and I hope he be listening to my podcast. I ain't going to tell his name. But he tried to throw me off the bridge, okay? And it was a lady that was driving across the 145th Street Bridge, He snatched me out the car. I'll never forget it. He said, "You love Harlem so much? Well, you going to swim with them." And he tried to throw me off the bridge. And a lady was driving across the bridge. And she said, I'll never forget this day. She said, "Get off of her. Get off of her. I'm calling the police." Well, I mean, everything happened so fast, okay? I mean, I don't know how the police got the call that quick, okay? I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. But the police from Harlem came straight across that bridge. And when he came across the bridge, this person let me go, okay? They let me go. And I guess he couldn't believe it either, like, damn, the police came fast. She just said, "I'm going to call the police," and here they come, So I think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? People that saved my lives. And Harlem has saved my life a lot, okay? They've been there when I was at my better wits, and I can tell you some stories about Harlem as well, and that made my decision on who to choose and where I come from. You know what I mean? Because they gave me extraordinary love. They didn't treat me like I was a outsider, or I was a foster kid, or somebody that just didn't have anything. You understand? They grabbed me up with love and continue to teach me, help me. So that's why I chose Harlem. And they still support me to this day. When I get my record sales in, best to believe Harlem is up there. Okay, and I'm going to let y'all know that. I have to let y'all know that. Okay, because it's not fair to them putting in that work for me. Okay, so I can continue to gain success, and y'all sitting back competing with me when y'all not even in the music industry. You know what I mean? So that's the problem right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out On P. He has done some things in his music videos to show me support. Of course, if the Bronx wasn't paying attention, they ain't going to understand it. So it really didn't help, However, I thank you, for trying to help. And I do see you constantly still helping, As y'all know, my son, Nate Heights, he was born in the Bronx, at Lincoln Hospital. So y'all can support him if that's what y'all choose to do. But I am definitely repping Harlem. Getting back to the Bronx High School of Science. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because, people have this thing, them foreigners. They always talking about them foreigners. And once I've learned that I, too, was a foreigner, okay? Blood descendant, that tree, okay? It how can I put it? It sits different on the heart, okay? It sits much different on the heart. A lot of people was, upset, that the African and the Indian girl, because it was an African guy, African boy, Indian girl, and myself that had won. And a lot of people was upset because the foreigners won. However, we all had dark skin, and at the time, I didn't know I was a foreigner. I didn't know my family descended from Cuba, However, I just thought, they carried the name Rodriguez. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I never even asked. They didn't tell me. I just didn't, until I got a little older and start questioning things. However, we were all brown-skinned people, and that's something that the guy has said in the video, in the BCU video. He said, "Y'all love this melanin," and we were equal, whether y'all knew it or not. Y'all wanted to raise the roof about why, because Jackie's black, she has to be third, but we were all black. We all had brown colored skin. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. And that's what was sitting on my heart. And this is why I gave the Bronx this one, because I needed to speak about that, And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because a lot of people have this thing about foreigners, and then the foreigners, we as Americans dislike the foreigners because they come over here and get everything. They get everything, and it's the truth. Okay? Even though my family line was one of them, okay? I didn't get to experience the beauty of getting everything, but it's not right for the foreigners to actually put us down as well, because we're not entitled to certain things as being Americans, just like they're entitled. Okay? I had a big argument with this African lady, She tried to play me. I ain't even know my past and know my lifestyle, none of that. And she tried to play me, So I had to go off. Y'all know me. I'm not going to just let nobody say anything or do anything to me. You know what I mean? So I had to give her a piece of my mind. You know what I mean? And then the foreign thing came up. Like, you're giving everything. You're giving everything. Y'all come over here with the plan of getting our money and taking it over to other countries. That's y'all plan. Okay, granted, my people don't see it the way y'all see it, how y'all stick together, how y'all stand strong together. Okay, my people don't see it that way. So I'm here doing it by myself. I'm going through the loopholes to try to make it to where you was just giving a handout from my country. Who is it? Hold on, I don't know who it is if you're banging on my door. And shut up, I'm on my podcast. No, it ain't your... You know what, Eric, I'm on my podcast and you're being very disrespectful. Okay, it's not your door. Yes, it is. It is not. Yes, it is. You don't own the door. Y'all see what I got to go through? I'm on a podcast live, and this is what I got to deal with. Anyway, so as I was saying, we are all the color. We all have the same color. So it's no reason for us to be out here trying to compete and go against each other. We're supposed to be standing together. Matter of fact, y'all heard what just happened just now. Okay? This is why black people don't succeed. Because of people like that. Okay? He's still running off. I mean, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with this dude? Early in the morning. Anyway, y'all. I chose once again to give y'all this last podcast because, and then this is to the Bronx, because I needed to let the people know what I was able to achieve while I was in the Bronx, even though I wasn't born in the Bronx and y'all didn't support me the way y'all should have. So I just felt like I needed to give the world that story so y'all can recognize where y'all went wrong. Okay? Pretty much that's all I have to say when it comes to the Bronx. When I won my double dutch contest, New York State, we went to Harlem. And I brought that medal back to the Bronx. So I did that for the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Because we all competed. It was Brooklyn, Staten Island. It was the Bronx. It was Harlem. And when I competed and brought that title back, I brought it back to the Bronx. So I just want to let y'all know that. A few other things my name is on with the address to living in the Bronx. I'm not going to get into full detail, but these are the things that you do, you know what I'm saying, when you're involved and see, in the entertainment industry, when you start your kids young, that's when they're starting to build their resume, okay? And as they get older, even if it takes them to their 80, okay, all of that resume still follows them. Everything, it follows them. Okay? Everything that you've done follows you because it's your resume. when you have dreams, you can't allow negativity to overtake your dreams. And see, a lot of people couldn't believe what I was doing as a music artist, even at my age. Some of them didn't even know that I was into the industry 30 years ago, because it wasn't done in the city of New York, but it was done in New York State, and my name is on it. Okay? So they didn't understand that. So their theory was, how is she starting now? No, I didn't start now. And whether you know it, once you start, there's no stopping. It continues to go on because your name is already on it. And that's what people fail to realize. Okay? So this is not something that I could have just said, you know what? I'm just not going to do it, because you're always being watched. Well, what is they doing now? What is she doing now? Okay, she took a break. Okay, all right, well, let's see what she's going to do now. This is what we do. Okay? This is what we do. And for those that don't understand it or want to respect it, that's their issues, not mine. Because I'm going to still get what I deserve, because I already built my resume. I've been building my resume since a child. Okay? Now, the people from Harlem, they understand. The Bronx didn't want to understand. So I had to go with the people that do understand. And I just want y'all to understand that. So from this point on, I don't want to say I don't know y'all, but the affiliation part is deleted. It's deleted because y'all did that, not me. Y'all wanted to compete with me instead of ride with me. Okay, that's the difference. You can't compete with something that you're not a part of. Okay? You just can't. So this is the part that y'all missing. It makes y'all look real crazy and delusional by competing with me, and you're not even a part of the organizations that I'm a part of. And in our organization, we don't compete. We help each other. Like, a lot of people say, and I want to bring this up. I wanted to do a podcast about it, but I knew I didn't have a whole segment to talk about on it, so I'm going to talk about it in this one. The City Girls, okay? Now, y'all know they shouted me out in their song with, I forget the guy name, Jesus Christ. Y'all know I'm getting old. I can't remember all this stuff. And I got so much on my mind, and y'all see what I'm dealing with on an everyday basis. So who can think when you're dealing with stuff like this on an everyday basis? The thing is, City Girls, they shouted me out, okay? Trying to help me. Now, mind you, my family is descended from Florida, okay? That's where they're from, okay? They from Miami. And a lot of people thought that they was trying to play me. Okay? No, they wasn't trying to play me. It was actually a compliment. They was trying to let y'all know that while y'all sitting back laughing at me, I'm out there every day getting my paper, getting my bag so I can survive to take care of my family. That's what they was trying to tell y'all. Okay? So now y'all not supporting them or in Charlotte. I got to throw y'all in this mix. Y'all not supporting them because of the way they presented it to y'all guys. Okay? It's not fair. It's not fair. They're like family because they're descended from the same place I'm descended from. Okay? So yeah, I feel some kind of way about that. Shout out to Lil Durk, Chicago. He's heard my music up there. My song with me, Drake, and Future, it plays up there. And, he looked me up online, and he saw that people wasn't showing me the love that I deserved. Because my music is not whack. Because I wouldn't be getting sales if it was. Okay? So, And that being said, he did his research on me and he decided to throw me in his song. Yes, y'all show him love. But it's not fair to them girls that they're not getting the love. And there's other people out here that showed me love. Busta Rhymes. Recently, I'm talking about recently. Busta Rhymes. You got some of them, they'll show me love about my life, but they won't say my name. So y'all, of course, y'all won't know. You know what I mean? And I get it. But for those that do mention my name, I love you guys. I love you guys because y'all see something in me. Even though I'm at the age that I'm at. And see, they don't know that this thing don't stop. See, they don't know that. And that we're out here to help each other. And what makes me feel even better is that they're young. They're the new era. And they're still holding on to me. And they're saying, hey, we got to keep her in here. For whatever reason. It is the inspiration that I give them. So I don't know, but until they tell you. But don't mistreat these people because y'all think that they're doing something negative towards me when it's not. Okay? They're trying to help me gain sales. I asked the Bronx to help me get to platinum. Y'all ignored me. Okay? I was already gold. I mean, platinum ain't that far off. So what is wrong with y'all? So it took for the music industry to say, you know what, let's help her. Because we see how they're getting down. Because if y'all cared enough, I wouldn't have had to go out there and work with the people that had corona, because y'all would have been bringing them sales in for me, and I could have sat in the house quarantined just like y'all. But y'all didn't care enough. And y'all was in quarantine, so y'all had all day to listen. So, actually, she was right by what she said in the song. Y'all dead wrong. And then on top of it, knowing that I'm actually going through the menopause stage, so I could be getting hot, cold at any moment. Y'all didn't care. But then y'all want to shut them down? Nah, I'm not feeling that. And I had to speak on it. And that's another reason why I have to let the Bronx go. Because your thinking process is not right. It's just not right. Florida's been standing by me throughout this whole duration. Atlanta's been standing by me. Those are the two major states. California has been standing by me. See, y'all got to remember, it's states that we have to take, that we have to win. Okay? And if you don't win the state, you got to let it go. However, Buffalo's been rocking for me. Albany's been rocking for me. Harlem has been rocking for me. Brooklyn, #1, been rocking for me. So when you see that, you say to yourself, hold on. I mean, that's my home. New York State is my home. So I can't push them to the side burner. A lot of these other states want me to choose them as a state. Like New York never existed. I can't do that. No matter how much y'all want me to try to choose or stay in a state, I cannot call y'all my hometown because it's a lie. Even Maryland, I consider that my home. If I come back up north and I say I'm going home, that's where I'm going to. But that's not my hometown. They accepted me and showed me love. But it's not my hometown. So y'all need to understand that. I put in a lot of work there. Made more money there than I made in New York State. Legally. So with that being said, that's going to be my home. But it's not my hometown. Okay, so y'all need to understand how this thing rolls, y'all. You know, and like I said, I don't like calling people dummies. I'd rather give them the knowledge. You know, they tell me, oh, they tell me, oh, yeah, you tell them too much. Because they don't have the knowledge. They don't understand how this thing goes because they've never really been a part of anything. So, you know, with that being said, yeah, this is what I go through. I got to deal with the nonsense at home. I got to deal with the nonsense from the people that I grew up with. Don't nobody have time for that when they're trying to build success. And this is just the facts. This is just the facts. Why are you competing with me or trying to compete with me when you're not even on the same level of me? You're not even in the same organizations with me. That's what it all boils down to. So yeah, this is the last podcast that I will be talking about the Bronx. I won't be talking about the Bronx too much longer on social media. That's just what it is, you know. And I hate that because where did hip hop come from? The Bronx, you know. So this is why, you know, it hurts me. It hurts, y'all. I walk the streets with you people every day. Hung out with you people. Drank liquor with you people. Smoked weed with you people. Went to the same schools with you people. They've been waiting 4 years for me to make that decision. And I had to make it. We gave y'all chance after chance after chance. You know? So, this is what it is. So y'all can keep trying now. You know, I see y'all still trying. Some of y'all. Stop. Because I already made the decision. Okay? So y'all can stop. It's Harlem bound now. You know? I'm going to end this podcast because I got to get myself together, get my day together. I see what I deal with on a regular basis, you know? The nonsense. For what? People with their jealousy, negativity, their drama, hatefulness. And people think that abusing others is good. It's okay. You can't walk around abusing people. You just can't. When you feel like it. God is watching and so is other people. You know, so that's all I can say. Y'all finally heard it from me. It wasn't just a written post. So I'll talk to y'all later. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Jacqueline Richardson, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. And y'all look forward to the Diamond Way coming soon. Diamond Way, Miss JJ Diamond coming soon. Very soon. I got to make it look good for you guys. As y'all know, I always try to present the best. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.